Oh god. Hello? Hello? Apologies. Motherfucker. I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. Well, that's gonna fuck up my VOD. Well, fucking shit. Not again. Apologies for that. We're back. I'm so sorry that happened. I don't know what the hell happened. Suddenly my internet just like disappeared on me. Like, and I went to go back and like reconnect, but there wasn't like, there was no option for me to be able to reconnect at all. So I don't know what the hell happened there, but I am glad that I got it. We're back here. I'm glad we're back here at the very least. All right, let's go here. All right. I accidentally clicked on one, so we have the next message up. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry for the VOD watchers who got cut off from the last VOD. Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma? Yes, refresher who doesn't see stream. Oh yeah. To those who were watching this, we're in the middle of the trial. We had a bit of an internet fuck up. So sorry about that, but we're back here. And we interrogated Bikini, Sister Bikini, got some information out of her. She was pretty helpful, all things considered. And now we're grilling Larry, and he has just shown us a photo that is very bad for us. But we don't know what it means, so we're gonna find out now exactly what the fuck is going on with it. Also, hello Genesis, hello Patreon. Hello everyone who's here. I'm so sorry about that. Yes, well, it is a better drawing than I expected. He is a pretty good fucking artist. He's pretty good. I'll give him that. Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. Bitch has no idea what's wrong. This is going to get ugly. Ugly is an underestimation. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. It's giving the artist versus the art. It really is. Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate looking figure? Ah, you spotted that? I thought you might. However much I want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course! Iris! I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have a plan for the future, you know. Iris? Iris! Fling herself, flying above the bridge. What would have happened if she was injured herself flying like that? Girl, are you fucking dumb? Larry, please answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist. You! Hi! That girl, she's really high up in this picture. I think he is high. What was that for? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test out your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly! Actually, there's some precedent for this. I was gonna say, you have experience, Von Karma. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. This had to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Rogers, please bring the witness back down to Earth. What? Me? This witness is your friend, is he not? I wish not. No kidding. Accessory to foolishness. Miles Edgeworth. Let's get back to the cross-examination by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron. What do you think of my debut piece? Get that thing away from me! Leary's sketchbook added to the court record. Horrible sketch of what he saw the night of the crime. Now hurry up and cross-examine him! Now I done him, he's an artist. What do you think I'm doing here? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. No, bitch. No, you did not see her hood fluttering. Because fucking Phoenix had it. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just you're being irresponsible. I just showed up my progress so far. Let me see. Ooh, that's looking good. Oh, that is looking real fucking good. I love that. Holy shit. I love how you did the background. Or I love that you're doing like the little fucking battle set. Let's fucking go. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 if that's the truth. If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? The person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant Iris, but who was? What do you mean? I don't understand. Ah! A foolhardish folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolish, foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim? Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say was wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was! That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. Hood is what told me that it was floating angel that was my Iris. The hood of my darling Iris, and the hood that is my darling— wait, and Iris is my darling hood. I'm definitely not going to select part of the attack, because that's just no. That's so fair. Ah! It seems there are bigger fools in the world other than the one in that defense's bench. Larry, there's something that you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight. What are you talking about? I think you'll understand what I mean just fine. Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What? Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? That's between them and them alone. You do not need to know what's going on there. I'm gonna make the... They're gonna make the people who own this figure out their characters attacking them and whatnot, since I don't see any mention of it in their descriptions. Fair enough. I think having what you have now is pretty good as is. Like, what you have is pretty fucking good. Why are you Nick? You dog! Larry, respectfully, shut the fuck up. Yes, I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded. Straight into the trash. Ha! What does it now, the witness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you! What? What is going on? What did you do? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. You what? Definitive evidence. Iris did indeed come flying over the bridge, over the burning bridge. And I, Laurice Dunham, shall prove it. Oh, really now? So I do want to look at that picture real quick, because I'm thinking about it again. Oh my god. Girl, this is crazy! It's so pretty though, I do like it. He's a good artist, I'll give him that. I didn't expect to ask this again, but shall we be needing your testimony once more? My stream frozen? Oh god, please don't freeze on me again. I can only handle one, crash out. I don't need another. Stream is fine on my end. Stream is okay. Okay. Because it was frozen on my end, and I was like, wait a damn minute. Is it freezing? I don't know. I'm worried. I really am worried for what's going to be happening here. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch. And show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. That's what I want to know. You have evidence for this shit? Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy. Because I'm going to feed you a whooping serving of pain! You've been serving us a whooping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me. Get his ass. Proof that Iris flew. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal. Oh no! Isn't that the sphere on Dunham's staff? And it's covered in blood. Oh my god. No, there's no way. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Girl! You motherfucker! A crystal sphere? This one, pretty, isn't it? Ah, but finders keepers. That sphere, where did you find it? Let me see, around here somewhere? Looks about right. And that was half buried in the snow? It pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was still some falling as I walked over to the bridge. The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood! What? Blood. Crystal sphere found half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge on the night of the crime has blood on it. You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master No, we won't actually. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna be pushing me around anymore! Didn't you want to be called Laurice Dunham only a few minutes ago? Proof that Iris flew. When I was already on when I'm so worried I searched my that's led me to the beautiful crystal sphere. Yeah, we gotta show him the staff. Larry, that night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who was this stupid idiot? Miss Elise Dunham, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I have a photo of her here. Yeah, there it is. On the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere. Yay! That's my photograph! Give it back! Ouch! A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like that on my brooch. You do? They look nothing alike! Exactly. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found at the scene of the crime. Yep. Ah! The crystal sphere! It's gone! What? 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 Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew was Elise? Was the victim Elise Dunham? A fool alongside another fool on a foolish errand to reach foolish conclusions. First of all, this sketch, what I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. I'll give you that. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. Hey, you can't do that! I saw it with my eyes! In this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Dunham was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, the sphere cannot be related to this case at all. Oh, sorry. Miss Franziska von Karma. The only people who will accept this explanation are scatterbrain. Ugh. The only people who accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. What are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe that it has nothing to do with the case. The crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. Which is the exact same reason he drew that ridiculous sketch. Wait a minute, are you implying that he murdered him? What? You mean I'm the killer? Ow! All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless it can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe that this is relevant to the case. She makes a valid point. There's no evidence that the Elise Dunham left Hazakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, in this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Oh, I don't like that. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then the witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. They draw perspectives. This is really my trusting my drawing skills. You've got this! I believe in you, Paige Chan. You've got this! And I prove it. And I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place. Yeah, I'm sure we can. What is the crystal sphere? Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it. That is the only option. That is what he'd do. Oh, thinking about your husband! That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. Allow me to prove something to you. I'll prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. You will do what? That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered. That should come as no surprise, because I fucked it. No. Because right now I'm Phoenix Wright and I am indeed cornered. In order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I order you to present your evidence. Evidence that provides that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. It was covered in snow! This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it up. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Now he's gonna understand all of Phoenix's out-of-pocket questions. Yeah, your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing? On the other hand, let us look at the scene in the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Ah! Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. What the? Order! Order in the court! On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal. To come loose. What? What could it have been? The sphere. There's some blood on it, isn't there? It wasn't used to, like, bludgeon someone, was it? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. Oh, shit. The murder did not take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness! And just whose is the fool? In which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? Have you been paying attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in front of Hazakura Temple courtyard. She saw something. She did not see the murder. That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. That is the same thing! No, it isn't. You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Yeah. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there is no bleeding. Are you forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth? Elias Dunham's body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way? I've made it this far. The only place to take it is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of the events is also perfectly plausible. Now, the defense is ready. The court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple. Method. Oh! It's the snowmobile. On that snowy night, there's one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. Ah! As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon. But it can also have been used to carry the body. Order! 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 Ah! This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You have dug yourself your own grave. What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? Huh. You're too late, Francisco von Karma. In fact, the defense has already proven something else entirely. We were shown that this case requires further investigation. What? Where was the victim, Elise Dunham, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. Oh my god! Damn, he called you actual trash. However, he would never utter a lie that would hurt a girl to whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Edgy! Thank you! That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Ah! Ah! Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It's just as I thought. Francisco von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me. There was one reason and one alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what all this was about? Yeah, you could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then it would have been coming all the— Oh! Miles Edgeworth. I do not care about what you are here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. A shame that your chance seems to have been slipped away by you. What a shame, friend! This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. So, oh god, oh wow. I demand satisfaction! Oh my god, he's fucking dead! Celebrate good times, come on! I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the question it raises. How has she not gone to jail for that yet? I don't know. Prosecutor bullshit. Have his words here today have been truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I'm counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, Wright. Now, court is now adjourned. To be continued. Absolutely save. February 9th, 3:43 a.m. Hottie Clinic, Intensive Care Unit. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It is the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, has ever handled in the court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What have I read? What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up with catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy and my ears are ringing, my throat burns and my head is on fire. But I will recover. I will have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet up with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with him. Somehow. Oh, wow. So I think next time, I think we're going to leave it off here. And next time, we're going to figure out everything that fucking happened. I'm so sorry about the abrupt, what's the word I'm looking for? Pause in the middle of that. I'm so sorry about that. I did not wish for that to happen. But thank you all so much for coming by and hanging out with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to Pagetown, Robin, Izzy, Genesis, Vin, anybody and everybody else who was coming here, lurking, watching, having a good old time with me. Thank you, Vin, for the bit also earlier. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, I stream here on Twitch Thursdays and Saturdays, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a VOD channel, which I will have to figure out how both these VODs are going up. They'll probably split off. And I have a Discord server as well, where also updates get posted and shit like that and other fun stuff. So you can come over and hang out there. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for coming by. And I'll see you guys next time. So sorry about the shorter streams. Bye! Mwah!